Alright, I'm making this video because there's a lot of people that don't know some controls in the F-4, some features that were introduced in the last few patches, like CCRP bombing or CCIP reticle for guns and rockets. And I'm going to show you guys how they work, and at the end I'm going to show all the controls. And we're going to start with CCRP bombing, or auto or level bombing. And you use this by marking a target currently set for the key F. So I press F and it will mark a target. Right? I want to select this vehicle, and then you have to aim at the reticle and hold the drop bomb key that I have it set to space, and it will drop that bomb on wherever you had the reticle placed. So we're going to see that these bombs are going to hit the vehicle. It's not the most accurate, and they tend to overshoot a little bit, but as you can see, we did drop them fairly close to what we were aiming at. It also helps if you place the reticle in front of whatever you're dropping your bombs at, because sometimes, since you have to place the reticle from quite far away, you might set it to somewhere, you know, that is not going to be as accurate. You can also use this feature with the drop bombs series, right? So if I aim at the reticle again and hold the button that I have set for drop bomb series, it should drop all of the bombs. As you can see there, the reticle was changing in size because it tells you when you're gonna drop bombs. And here you see that I dropped all of the bombs, and well, they're just gonna fall on that target. And let's see if we can hit it this time. Apparently not. It's not very accurate from high up. You need to be lower for it to work properly. But one thing you can also use is the Ballistic Computer. Let me get rid of some weight here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, once you mark a target, right, you can't actually drop bombs unless you're over the target. That's why it wasn't letting me drop bombs. So if you press F against the sky, you'll see that the marker disappears. Let me be a little bit lighter so I can do a gun run without actually crashing, because that would be useful. So next thing we're going to use is a Ballistic Computer. I have it set to my 1 key. As you can see, it turns the Ballistic Computer on. And when you're aiming down, you will see that the reticle changes. You see, I can change it back and forth, and it'll actually show you, instead of where you're aiming, where the bullets from your gun are going to land. And as you can see, well, that one's a bit more accurate, and it's really useful for strafe and ground targets. It does not work with air targets, as I'm going to show you here in a second. We have our radar, and I'm going to lock this guy up. You can lock people up without having the search radar active, by the way. Just turn on your acquisition radar. As you can see, I'm turning my Ballistic Computer on and off, and it's not giving me a pipper, and it's not going to give me a pipper even if I get close to the guy. It doesn't matter. But what you can do with a radar locked target, right, is use your missiles. And as you can see, I'm not aiming directly at the target, yet my missile is, because the missile head, the missile tracker, is going to be slewed to whatever the radar is aiming at. So if I had this guy untracked and I tried to use my sidewinders, I wouldn't be able to lock him unless I pass him through the where the reticle is aiming at. But with the radar locked, as you can see here, I can just immediately fire, and that's very useful for tight situations. Here are the controls for the things that was explaining. To lock my radar target, I have it on middle mouse button because it's a lot easier. To toggle the ballistic computer, I have it set to 1, but it's that control. And to designate the target for auto bombing or CCRP, there doesn't seem to be any control for it for whatever reason. It apparently defaults to F, and so I changed my flaps to R so that I could use it properly. But it doesn't actually seem to have any control, so you can't really change that for some reason. But yeah, that's a few things that I wanted to point out, because a lot of people don't know they exist, and I see a lot of people, not using them, and well, it'd be better if a lot of you guys knew them. So that's it.